you don't gotta start it. Alright, I got another video for you guys showing you guys how to change your brake pads and rotors on your ACURA TL. So basically right now what we're doing is we're taking off the caliper and replacing the rotors. We already took out the rotor screws, which is, you know, not too difficult depending on if they coming out. I don't even put them back in because they're a hassle to take out all the time, and the rotor gets held on by the wheel anyway, so it's good to go. Alright, so basically this is the caliper bracket bolts. These are 17 millimeter at the top, and then there's another one down here. Then there's these are 14 millimeters. These hold the bracket on. These connect to the bracket that hold the pads in. And basically right now all I'm gonna do is loosen these already. So this is one 14 millimeter. This is the second one. So I'm just gonna slide the caliper off. See, this one came right off. And just sit it on top. Gonna replace these brake lines anyway, so we're gonna get a chance to make a video for that too. These are the caliper guide sliding pins. I'm gonna take these out and re-loop them. So right now I'm gonna work on taking these two 17 millimeter bolts out, but I'm gonna use an impact wrench. Come here, yeah, like that. So right now, just gonna use my impact socket. Put it on the back here, on the bolt. Let's fill the caliper bracket. And put one here. Second bolt. As the bracket comes out, these are the pads, remember? Pins facing down on the back. All brake pads are taken out right now. So right now I'm gonna get take out the sliding pins. That's right here. Clean them off, because these are very important to when the caliper is sliding back and forth to cut the brakes evenly. If you guys ever seen, like when you guys did pads or rotors or whatever, and then the pad cuts unevenly, it's because these screws, these guide pins, weren't looped properly. So right now I'm just gonna put some grease on it so it'll slide back and forth properly. So take out the bottom pin. Put some grease on it. So glide back and forth. Alright. So right now, the caliper piston. Use a C-clamp. Push the piston in with the brake pad. So let's push the piston in. Alright, so that's out of the way. So now I'm gonna get I'm gonna take this rotor off. They have the rotor screws, you just use a screwdriver and just unscrew the rotor screws. Use a hammer and an impact on it, and then just unscrew the screws. Sometimes they come out, but I'm gonna make another video showing how to take out the caliper screws the rotor screws if they don't come right out. So right now Gotta line this up so the screw holes line up to where the hole is at. Alright, now the rotor's on. Okay, now I'm gonna put this to the side, get the caliper bracket. Put the caliper bracket back on. Get the 217mm. Okay. And then let's lock this in. So basically this is a caliper bracket. Make sure when you do the slider pins, make sure you lube these every time you do your pads. I lube them every single time. So now I'm going to take 17mm. Socket, and I'm going to torque wrench. This is set to 80 foot-pounds of torque. Clicked at 80. So right now I'm doing the top. £80 click. Okay. Caliper bracket is on. Now all I gotta do. Okay. I don't never change the shims because the shims are fine. That's on it. Right now I'm just gonna put the new brake pads. These are STOPTECH rotors and power stop brakes. Slide one pad in. Alright. And then this one, like I showed you guys in the beginning, goes backwards. Well, this one goes on the bottom of this pin. You would follow the same procedure if you were just doing pads in general also. You would just skip the other steps and just push the piston in. Alright, so right now just put in the screws back onto the bracket. This is the caliper bracket and this is the brake where the piston sits. So right now this is tight, 14mm. Tighten this down, tighten the bottom down. That's it. Change your rotors and pads. Just come around and show. Easy. 1, 2, 3. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So these are 16, and the caliper bracket bolts back here. These are 80 foot-pounds of torque. I use a torque wrench. So now just put the wheel back on, and you're good to go. Have a good day, y'all. Let me know what you guys think. Step that I left out. Just make sure you, when you finish doing it, just pump the brakes. Come in the car and you hit the brake pedal like 5 or 6 times or whatever until it gets hard. And you're good to go. All right.